No surprise here, but the Bills are going to go with the hot hand at running back, so the committee of style backfield. So, and I also heard that Devin Singletary has looked really explosive. Not to take anything away from Moss or Breida, but I've heard that he looks real good. They've also worked on a lot of pass catching out of the backfield when it comes to Moss and Singletary. Breida's already pretty good at that, so nothing surprising there. But in terms of those two, it looks like they really upped their consumption or really attempts in terms of pass catching. And I rather like that style of going with the hot hand, right? I don't think it's good just to have one guy to take the whole workload, and McDermott's been on the record saying that in the past, saying like it's really not good for our offense to have one person doing it over and over and over again.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things that I like about this. Thinking about like other teams game planning against us of like, are we going to get hit up in the middle on the run game? Are we going to have Breida come in, really push our edge the whole game? So I really like the committee approach. The way I feel is kind of the league has devalued the running back position, and kind of having the quote unquote bell cow running back. It's too much of an investment in the position for me, and two, it's too many eggs in the basket. You see a Saquon Barkley go down, you see Ezekiel Elliott go down. It just changes so much about your offense. And what I also see in those situations more than not is some backup guy, Wayne Gallman, comes in and puts up banana numbers, and he's like a hot fantasy ad for that week. What that usually tells me is that it's more about the offensive line in front of those players than the running backs themselves. Yes, they can be super dynamic and game changers and game breakers and all that, but even the most elite running backs at the NFL level aren't doing anything without the line in front of them. So for me, it doesn't really have to be the bell cow running back. What I think we may see throughout the season is more of a game plan specific approach, and kind of like I said before, not really allowing other teams to game plan for one of the pieces to your puzzle of what you're going to do on offense. So for me, I don't see Breida as taking over that TJ Yeldon inactive every week role. I kind of see that being more of a rotating door of, this team has weak edges that struggle to contain. So we're going to feature Breida this week, and we're going to get to the edge, and we're going to hurt you in the run game that way. We're going to throw some screen passes that your DNs can't cover. And then, the next week we'll
do this or we'll do that.
Yeah, we have a team with, we think there's some weak defensive tackles, and we can get a push up the middle. This is a Zack Moss game.
Right.
So I think over the course of the season, we could see a rotation between Singletary, Moss, and Breida all being inactive here and there on game day.
Could happen. It very well could. Either way, I think all three of these running backs have a real good chance at making the roster.